Hello everyone, and welcome to the start of my Let's Play for Fire Emblem Myth of Blight. So this is a Fire Emblem Sacred Stones hack, and it was first, the FE Universe post was from November 2021, when the full game release was announced. And I'll just read the names that are listed there as part of the Team Discord names, and I apologize if I mispronounce any of these. So there's Demon Lord Helix, Distro, Sigma Raven, Kliss88, Markex133, and Theoman 307. So I suppose these are the part of the team for the project of Myth of Blight. As I mentioned, it's a finished game, full-length game with 42 chapters. So it consists of some unique classes as well, like custom classes. And I don't think there's really much else for me to say as an intro. I'll be including a link to the FE Universe post in the description. So I'm going blind into this. Actually, I should erase this data. I actually did my intro already, but my recording software was not set up to use the mic that I was speaking into, and so I lost all of my initial intro audio, but it appears to be working now, so I'll get into this. Long ago, there was a land that faced a terrible, terrible war. A war that changed history as we knew it. A war between mortality and divinity. Its fire spread across the realm, devouring everything it touched. As the many days went by, the tide of the war was shifting in favor of the humans. Desperate, the gods created a weapon that would hopefully turn the tide back to them. The weapon was known as Blight. However, before the weapon was ready, 4 heroes appeared on the battlefield. These 4 were known as Gravale, the Iron Giant, Harold, the Arcane Emperor, Kellyan, the White Phantom, and one of the many angels that rebelled and sided with the humans, Valonia, the Holy Scion. With their might, they repelled the divine forces, and the gods' chances of victory were plummeting ever further. But later, one of the heroes offered a peace treaty. Reluctant, but unable to face greater loss, the gods accepted the treaty. At last, peace was restored for a short time. For the god's weapon had suddenly gone wild. In his furious rampage, he exterminated half of the humans and gods alike. So it appears this weapon was a person. The heroes, with the help of the gods, bested the raging Blight and sealed him away in a prison that he could not escape from. 3,000 years have passed since then. It's funny how it's always a multiple of 1,000. Oh, so he gets straight into it. Possibly. That's all you got? Like hell it is. Come on. Oh, both dodging. Nice crit. Ugh. Well, look at that. You actually managed to hit me. And did some damage too. However, unless you knock me down, you won't win. Merely landing a solid hit is not enough to defeat an opponent. Unless you can bring them to their knees, they will just keep going. Now, get ready. Ready for what? The attack you did looked like you were swinging as hard as you could. So I'm doing the same. Better pray I don't get you too good. Come on, Jackson, stand back up. He's not going to survive if he gets hit. I gotta help him. Alright, that's enough. Huh? Who? Prince Calvin. Heads up, soldiers. Hello, Tanak. How goes training? My lord, progress is good. Oh, okay, so this isn't a battle. It's just training. However, Jackson is out of energy to fight any further. I see. Then allow me. Here, take these. These are vulneraries. They will help in getting you back into shape. Thanks, Calvin. Sire, if I may ask? Yes? How would you deal with a scenario such as this? Simple. Observe your opponent, learn their weakness, or if those don't work, coordinated strike. These are vital for not only fighting against armies, but also for taking down key targets. Now listen here. What is it? I want to see some results. Go and try to defeat Tanak and his team. Do this, and I'll give you a reward. Sound good? We will try. As long as you three work together, you will be fine. But first... Tanak! Sir? Why not you hang back? Go to that fort and rest up. I'll have your men assume positions and form a defensive formation. I'll observe their progress as they try to get to you. Fair enough? Understood. Men, Prince Calvin will take orders for a short time. I think that's will give orders for a short time is perhaps what they meant. Keep your ears open. Troops, defensive positions, post haste. These things are strong. I feel like I'm brand new. Listen, guys, the prince will be watching us, so I hope we don't disappoint him. As long as you three work together, you will be fine. Is he sure we can do this? Of course I am sure. I know you guys can do this. I have faith. If you need a little extra, then visit the house here. The residents may or may not have some useful info for you. Now, I'll be watching from the castle. Take as much time as you need to settle this session. Good luck! Okay, you can count on us. Alright, I'll take the lead. If you guys got some good ideas, speak out. Got it? Got it! Yep. Alright, first descriptions. Calvin, the Prince of Kelton, a leading prince trying his best for the day he will be king, and he has the Spellblade class, sword-wielding mages that possess great potential. And we have Mio, a young woman who chose to enter the army to earn money, kind and a quick thinker. She is a recruit, unproven knights with dreams of glory, and she has Armor March. At the start of turn, if a unit is adjacent to an armor ally, unit and adjacent armor allies gain +2 move. Oh, that's pretty awesome, actually. Paragon experience gain is doubled. I wonder if, like in Lotus King, that is a permanent skill for that for Mio. Her name's Mio? Yeah. Jackson, a man who trained hard to be a soldier in the army. Brave, but a little wild. He's a journeyman. Young fighters with high expectations. Shove, allow units to push other units one tile away. I suppose, perhaps, maybe both enemy and player units. Paragon experience gain is doubled. And Ellis, a mage who hails from the small village of Takut. Energetic but oblivious. Mages in training with lofty aspirations. +4 magic to allies within 2 tiles and experience gain doubled. This is a knight. I guess all knights have this skill. Damage taken is halved after first being struck. Okay, so every attack after the first attack is halved. Presumably on the same attack, like maybe when you double the second attack doesn't deal as much damage. This is Tanak, a training captain of the Kelton army, and he has +10 hit avoid if there are no allies within 3 tiles. So I guess it's easier to defeat him if there is an enemy near him. Let's have you visit. Do you know about the weapon triangle? Yes, I do. Okay. Then that's not that interesting. So this is a soldier, this is a knight. How about we... Oh, we can't speak to you, okay. All right. Alright, boys, show these guys what you're made of. Charge! That wasn't much of a charge. The soldier just running away from us. So I don't know if I mentioned this because I did need to record the introduction twice, but I am basically 100% blind to this hack. I haven't seen any playthroughs or done anything other than read the FE Universe description. General, look! What is going on? They are only training, soldier. We shouldn't interrupt them now. Very well. So who have we here? We have Pela, Calvin's retainer. She can be stern but is respectful of Calvin's choices. And then some generic Wyvern riders. This house grants me some additional avoid. The forest grants me further avoid though. Okay, so none of these are effective against armor knights, unlike in the HHS hacks. But that's effective. Okay, so these are. So this is effective against Pegasus Knights, this is effective against horse-mounted units, and this is effective against dragon-mounted units, or wyvern-mounted units. So none are especially effective against knights. The greatest might is the thunder one. I double with both. I think I'll go with the fire tome. Oh, I guess in the pre-battle screen where it's showing the amount of damage you'll do, it didn't take into account the skill that this knight has, but I guess there's no real way to really represent that because it showed that he doubled, but it's hard to show the fact that the second attack will have reduced damage. So that means the knight will survive and attack me. I'll have to try to get used to that. I think I would prefer to give the kill. Well, I guess I won't be able to kill with this turn with either of them. But I'm more interested in giving experience to Jackson, because since he has a weapon that has reduced accuracy compared to Mio, I'd prefer that he grows stronger faster to make up for that disadvantage he has. I don't know if gaining magic is any help. Okay, so this time we expect to defeat this knight. I think at this point I might turn animations off for a bit. I wonder if, is this also a house? Oh, this is a church. I wonder if I can visit this church. Oh, these vulneraries have 5 uses. Okay, so we're not staying boxed in. Well, now we're boxed in this forest here. But I don't think it should prove too big of a problem. Pela, what is she? Hold on, this could work. Hey, Pela, could you come down here for a second? General, the prince is calling out to you to approach. What does he want? What do you need, Calvin? Good timing, Pela. You see, I am seeing what these recruits can do so they can be a part of the army. But they seem to be a little more stumped than I thought. Could you lend a small hand in this? Are you sure about this? They really want to show me that they can do this. And I don't want them to feel like they failed. So could you take orders from Jackson to try and even it out? Very well. Thanks, Pela. Okay, so now we have a whole Wyvern Lord on our side. Skills. Mercy leaves both the target and the user at 1 HP after taking lethal damage. That is... Oh, I think that's supposed to be interpreted as, like, she can't kill people and they can't kill her, perhaps? Because I think it would be interpreting this as, like, if she took a lethal hit and then that brought the enemy down to 1 health, that sounds pretty crazy. I imagine that's not what it means. And perhaps also would, like, the first attack could bring her down to 1 health, and then, like, the next attack presumably would kill her and she wouldn't just be immune to dying. Kanto can move again after certain actions. Okay. I think I'll try to avoid using Pela at least for now. Oops. Okay, we can't quite kill the archer. Okay, that's much better than the +1 magic from the last turn. Or the last level up, rather. Wow, these are pretty crazy. Can we see their growth, I wonder? Okay, we can. So I think I'm just getting really lucky. And it was cool to see if I press, I think it's my select button, the key on my keyboard mapped to the select button, I can see. Oh no, when I press select anywhere, it toggles on viewing all of the part of the map that is reachable by enemy units. That's cool. I don't know if that was in the base game or not. So I believe that Jackson here cannot be killed by the archer, so I think we're good. Pela can also not talk to anyone. Can she talk to either of these people? And I can't remember if I tried visiting the church. I cannot visit the church, okay. So I'll just let her do nothing. I assume Pela is a she. Oh, that was not something I was planning for. Okay, this knight also has that skill. Just enough for that to work out. Okay, so both of these enemies can reach Mayo, but I don't think she will die from them. We can eliminate that archer. So we expect to only be able to strike back against one of these enemies. And I guess it is ineffective because they have enough defense to survive, or not take damage rather. Alright. Oh, this one seems stronger than the other one. They can't be doubled by Ellis. Wow. I don't think I'm supposed to be getting level ups like this. That looks not great. How much damage do you do to me? You do 9, so I would live, but not be in a great position. So he dealt 9 damage to Jackson, which means since Ellis has lower defense, then I think he'd be expected to do 10 damage, but then there's also Weapon Triangle to account for. So that brings Ellis to only 1 HP, which is not great. So I think I have to rescue him for him to live. My other 2 units are at full health, so they should survive. I think I can only really effectively take out this knight with Ellis, or with Pela, because he takes no damage at all to Mio, and then he only takes 2 damage to Jackson. Mio seems to have a lot of resistance relative to this mage, or maybe this mage just has low magic. So just reminding myself, I take 8 damage to you. So as long as I don't miss, I should survive with 1 health. You can't reach the fort, so we can drop Ellis on it. So you'll survive with 1 health. Yeah, so I either need to give Ellis the killing blow or heal Jackson enough to deal the killing blow later, but I think I'd rather just kill the knight. So now 10x skill of having higher, I think it was hit and avoid, should be in effect now because there are no enemies within 3 tiles of him. Oh, I wonder what Rally does. I'll have to see. I did read in part of the description that there's some mechanics that are available in Fire Emblem 10. Oh, I think that's the skill of Rally Magic. +4 magic allows within 2 tiles. Okay. I wonder how often you can do that per chapter, or how long the effect lasts. But I see they have the boosted magic, not that it's useful right now because they can't use magic. So let's approach Tanak. Oh, so he can rally multiple times. So maybe the rally is only in effect for a single turn, and then you need to rally again if you want the effect to be back. Tamir deals more damage than Tanak does, and so does Jackson. I'll turn animations back on. Let's go! Round 2. Okay, so far he's got the better hand of us. Does this have... oh, it does have 1-2 range. So we can't cheese it with our mage. Lots of misses on Jackson's part. I might cut some of this because I think this will be pretty boring, just whittling down Tanak's health until we finally defeat him. Oh, that was a cool wind sword animation. Or wind edge, I suppose, because that's what it is. Okay, lots of misses. Wow, are these vulnerabilities all full heals? Or is it just that they heal a lot? I'm not sure. This is not going great because Tanak's back to full health because we just keep missing. I guess if I eventually get too bored of this, I'll just finish him with Peya. Hit please, hit please. Did I miscalculate? No, okay, good. Okay, it must be done then if we're getting the crit, because I know you can set up the game so that the final blow on the boss is always a crit. Gah! Welp, I'm done. Good work on besting me, but be ready for what's ahead. And we completed the prologue, finally, after a million misses against Tanak. Alright, great job on your victory. As for your reward, how about we up the game a bit? Get back over here, let's finish this. Okay, so I suppose we didn't complete the prologue. You two, why not join in? Get some exercise. Understood. Okay, so we actually need to defeat... oh, it's defeat boss. So we need to defeat Kelton. These guys appear to only have Kanto. At this point, we might need Pela. His skill, let's see if I looked at it before. When initiating battle at 1 range, add 3 plus magic divided by 2 to hit and crit. Oh, so we can be crit by him? That's not great. On the prologue, we're already watching out for crits. And the thunder also is effective against Pela. I'm not certain if he'll move, so let's go to this mountain. These are both 1 range, but notably the sword spear is strong against horse-mounted units and armor units. Wow, Pela's quite strong. I know she's wielding a silver blade and everything, but 0 damage and deals 27 back. So I suppose I only need to use Pela if I am really struggling. But I don't know yet how my recruits will fare against Calvin. Okay, we can't visit the castle. So you have 1-2 range, and you hopefully don't move. Okay, I don't think I want to engage Calvin and engage this Wyvern Rider at the same time. So I'll wait for him to come to me. Okay, I wanted to wait for him to come to me, but he didn't. Wind, I think. No, it's thunder that's effective against. Oops. Well, I think he'll attack me now because I might have aggroed him, but I suppose I haven't aggroed him yet. So I can one-shot him here. Okay, so we've reached level 10 with one of our recruits, so maybe that means in chapter 1, if they are in chapter 1, maybe we'll jump to something else in chapter 1. But perhaps in chapter 1 they will be promotable, or they'll auto-promote. I am surprised to see Calvin does 0 damage to Mile. That's impressive. Only 7 defense. Interesting. I guess that's like 8 damage, but then weapon triangle, so okay, fine. And she seemed to have high resistance as well. So I think Mio might be the safest one to fight him with. Alright, I'll be your opponent. Show me your power. All of it. Don't hold back. It is interesting that when you have backgrounds turned off, they don't have the tiles to stand on when they're fighting, so they're just floating in space. Oh, he didn't attack. I suppose because he uses vulnerary. Yeah, he uses vulnerary. Oh wow. We're likely to miss, but even so. What I'm afraid of though is him switching to this 5 crit, but also has special abilities where he initiates the battle. I'm quite afraid of him switching to his Thunder Tome. But the Thunder Tome, the skill only is for battle at 1 range. So it's really best to battle him at range. But as soon as, well, I don't know. I guess I'm afraid of him if he switches to something that has crit already and then we add more crit on top of that. That seems like a recipe for disaster. So you have full health, okay. We want to make sure to initiate the battle ourselves as much as possible, because as soon as he initiates the battle, then he has his increased crit chances and so on. Actually, if this hits, we've finished. Okay, and it does. A victory well earned. Good work, everyone. We did it? I'm happy we managed to do it. I was a little worried, but wow, I can't believe we survived. I will say, even with my help, they did do pretty well. I do appreciate your clutch rescue. But there are more important matters to address. Yes, Pela? Your father has instructed me to escort you to the palace. He wants to see you. I see. All right, I'll prepare for the trip. Tanak! Sir! I will be making preps to leave for the palace. I need you to hand these to our recruits. Yes, sir! The prince has instructed me to give you 3 these, as graduation from your training. The prince expects highly of you to carry out your best effort. Understood? Yes, sir! Understood. Got it. We got a hero crest, and a knight crest, and a guiding ring. Hold on. You 3 are coming with us. Calvin wants to help you continue your path in becoming stronger. So I will be guiding you 3 through it, alright? Understood. We will do what we can to grow, right? Yes. Loud and clear. Come on, we leave soon. Alright, I suppose this is Calvin moving on something similar to an overworld, I suppose. Castle Kelton. The staffs these bishops are wielding is cool. Welcome back, Calvin. How goes your search for recruits? Yes, Latiana told me about this. About 3 so far, however they proved to be quite the fighters. May we see them? Sure thing. You 3, front and center. Oh, so he came with them. Unless these are a different 3. It looks like it's us 3. I will admit, not a bad selection. It doesn't take a lot to impress me. But it will take a monument to earn my respect. Alright. He's easily impressed, but hard to have respect for people. Usually it's the other way around. Like, it's easier to have respect for someone than to necessarily be impressed by them. Typically. Care to tell us your names? Jackson, Your Highness. Mayo, it is an honor to meet you. Hey, you right, boy? Oh, sorry. Little nervous. Ellis, Rising Scholar. Well, it is nice to meet you all. Apologies for the interruption, but you needed to see Calvin, sire. That's right. What is it, father? You see, son, we have received a notice for a meeting with John, the Empress of Wovanda. Wovanda? Been a while since we have been in that kingdom. Be nice to see Jean and Callus again. Hang on. What for? No clue. She will explain it when we arrive. Now, before we leave the kingdom grounds, we should gather some supplies at Veldhof. Sounds like a good idea. Wait, if I recall correctly, Guinea and Martin should still be there. It was the last place I heard from them. So if they are, having them come along may be good, since we will have extra medical support. Guinea does have some advanced experience with medicine, so she will be nice to have around in case something goes wrong. That may be a good call to make. Yes, it would be smart to have her. I've seen her work, she is very talented in treating wounds. But what about Martin? He may be a guard, but he is well trained in combat, and he works really well in the dark. So having him on watch is the best choice for night watch. I see. Alright then, we leave in an hour. Make your preparations now. I will have a caravan ready for us. Okay, when we are ready, we will be outside. Okay, we will meet you then. And that's the end of the prologue. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.